Hello my brethren, I hope you're all well. I have in another video addressed how I do not believe that the NAWALT exists and how an idea such as the hope of finding such a woman is a dangerous one, an idea that can send you down a dangerous path. Women, after all, always claim that they're not like any other woman. However, if you look deeply into them, you will find that the NAWALT they claim to be never existed. By the way, if any of you guys ever finds one, Dark Knight promised me that he will replicate her in his lab. So don't worry at all. If the search is still on for some of you guys, once you do find her, her genetic material will be replicated in Dark Knight's lab and we can all get one. I'm calling dibs, by the way, on the first model. Now, back to the serious stuff. I have been considering a lot recently about this concept of admiration that some of the MGTOWs and men in general show towards the female. And by towards the female, I'm talking about anything with an attractive female form. A woman that has above average looks, a nice waist, a good healthy bosom, and hopefully a vagina down there. Whatever the situation is, the admiration of the female force seems to be blinding a lot of us in making bad decisions. Some people may consider this the spell that the female may cast on us, but I believe we voluntarily put ourselves under her spell. Even when there is no chance of ever touching or talking to that person, such as the situation with actresses and singers, let's say, we still manage to fall under those women's spell. I know I may be sounding a bit confused at the minute because after all, you all know how much I adore the female form. I get in there like nothing if the woman is visually appealing to me. It's not just me, it's a lot of us. There's just something in an attractive female that redirects the blood flow down the 11 inches, and on the few occasions that I don't faint or suffer a hypoxic brain injury, which is, by the way, my fail-safe mechanism, I may fall stupid under her spell. Yep, you got that right. My tongue's out, my saliva is dripping out of my mouth, and my cock is bouncing to my every heartbeat. Yeah, I think we all know this feeling. And that is the idea that I want to talk about today. The falling stupid under the attractive female spell. In the manosphere and in MGTOW, a lot of people have made huge strides forward in presenting the female nature as it truly is. They describe the idea of hypergamy, the idea of dualistic sexual strategies of females, the idea of gynocentrism in society, the rampant misandry that takes place in a feminist-ruled environment, the laws that are in favor of women, but no one ever seems to care to cast an eye on the male, and how we all fall stupid under the woman's spell. The spell does not last as long as it once did, if you're red pill aware, that is, but I still think that it may be just as strong. What I'm definitely sure is that it's still present in all of us. If that girl has all the stuff that you want, you know, those boobs, that ass, looks at you in the way that you want to be looked at, moves in that feline way towards you, yep, you'll just fall stupid under her spell. Blood flow will be redirected right where you don't need it, and you'll find yourself, red pill aware or not, nodding to every little thing that she says, just as long as that dick gets inside of her. If that woman has all the stuff you physically want, and that is the main thing about male nature here, if she has all those things that you find physically appealing and sexually attractive, including her behavior in a bedroom, you will fall stupid for her and you will behave as if you have never seen a woman naked before in your entire life. It's just how it is. The whole spell will last until the first ejaculation, but it will build up and go down, up and down, until it will eventually fade away. This is not love, this is lust, by the way. There is a difference, guys, and let's keep up with this. So let's explore this subject in a non-sexual setting then. This falling stupid occurs even before the bedroom. I hear it in comments made by men filled with almost sexual drooling made towards women. Look at that ass. Look at those tits. Look at that face. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. What we are in essence saying, and I hear it a lot, hell, I'm even guilty of doing it myself sometimes, is that this woman is a pair of tits, an ass, an attractive face, and a vagina. If I eat a bit more and keep away from the gym for a couple of more months, I will be all of that minus the vagina. And I don't think that is a good way or an appropriate way to evaluate a woman. Not because I care how you see women, but because this behavior is dangerous. You're putting these attractive females on the pedestal when they have achieved nothing in their lives other than eating too little and being born. And when I challenge this behavior, I hear comments along the lines, no, she's a cool girl, she believes in this and reads comics and stuff. I bet you without knowing that the fat girl sitting alone in the Comic-Con convention has a lot more cool things going on in her mind than that girl, but you just don't care. Why don't you care? Because you simply don't want to fuck her. Why would you then believe that the more attractive woman has cool things in her mind? Because you basically haven't talked to the fatty one. You don't think I'm speaking the truth? How many times after, let's say, 6 months in a relationship, have you not turned, looked at your ex or your current girlfriend, let's say, and thought, man, she's fucking boring. She's actually really stupid. She's borderline retarded, let's say. How can she not do anything for herself? What has changed in her? Nothing has changed, guys. The spell has simply been lifted. Your stupid has been corrected, and now you're stuck with someone who you're bound to eventually notice and judge, just as you would with any other man. And what do you expect? A beautiful woman has no need to develop a character. There is no need to develop anything. No one has ever challenged her. And if you don't get challenged, and your opinions are always seen as awesome by someone, you will remain that ignorant, stupid kid without any chance of ever being anything more than that. Because even when you do, my fellow females, it will be just too late and no one will care. You will probably just share your wisdom with your cats, and that will be it. We need to stop evaluating the character and the intelligence of a woman on the basis of her looks. I believe that those type of attractive females may take away 20 to 30 IQ points from your being the man overall intelligence level at that given moment. That's how much blood is drained away to go somewhere else. And I don't believe it distinctly only lies in the nature of a man. I believe this has a lot to do with self-esteem for people, and it has a lot to do with not properly digesting the red pill. You should not think a woman is an idiot because she's beautiful. You should not hate a woman because she's beautiful. You should not ignore a woman complaints because she's beautiful. Beauty is nothing more than pure fucking luck. And to borrow from the pickup artist community, yeah, you're pretty, but what else is going on up there? And don't be shocked, and you shouldn't be surprised that the majority of the times there isn't much else other than makeup, gossip, chit-chat about her girlfriends, and a lot of moaning about stuff that you haven't done yet, but you should have done in order to please her. Now, I know that we're all human, I know we all have our weaknesses, but we should never put women on a pedestal because of attractiveness. Full stop. That's it. We should never put anything on a pedestal. Don't have idols and never worship anyone. People are always going to disappoint you in the end. Moreover, you should allow the red pill to sink in properly, to really sink in. Whenever you go stupid, whenever the blood flow is diverted, whenever you feel like, what the fuck am I doing? And by the way, this does not happen only to you. It happens to me. It happens to everyone. Take a step back, take a deep breath, get that dick to calm down and fucking think. Think for real. Who is this woman? What is she saying? What does she actually want from me? Because there is always something that this woman wants. There is always something. And there is no way that she doesn't want something from you. So see the transaction taking place and see whether you're being played or not. I believe the admiration of the attractive female form is even worse than the idea of the NAWALT because of its effects on men. Men who even took the red pill and just look at these women and utter the word, but she's a cool girl. She says she's not a feminist. She's a cool girl. She reads comics. She's a cool girl. She likes video games. No, absolutely not. She has the exact same qualities as my 10-year-old cousin. She's not cool. She's just a kid. Women like this, women who have this effect on you, are simply dangerous. And ultimately, it's not the fault of these women. They're exploiting their sexual market value to their absolute maximum. But it's mainly our fault for not being able to, even after we claim to be red pill aware, to see through the deep blue eyes, the nicely formed C cups, the round-shaped ass into the absolute vacuum that may be going on inside their heads. Am I saying that a beautiful woman may not have something valid to say? Fuck no. I'm saying that the majority of them have nothing of value going on in their brains. That's it. And it's not their fault, but they never seem to try to rectify the situation. Please, my brothers, treat all women the same. That's what feminists want after all. So for once, I will fucking advertise their message. Treat all women, thin and fat, ugly and pretty, thick and smart, and all the combinations of the above exactly the fucking same. And if you do, and you end up enjoying a conversation that you're certain you would enjoy if you replace that woman with a beast of a person in front of you, then continue talking to them with the value that you would put to the equivalent man. My next video is gonna be a surprise, so I'm not gonna say what it's going to be. And then I got another upcoming video that's going to be another installment of that red pill moment. Thank you very much for listening. This was Nick Kuchowski talking about all things man. Please like, share, and of course subscribe to my channel for more updates.